you, and the tag team is here, and we will do justice to it this morning. This is welcoming you to the General Open this morning. This is welcoming you to the General Open Banter. Right, welcome, World Fair Play Day.
What's going on, UD?
I don't know. I just love the fair play, talk. Fair play.
I
It's
know
more like
that.
follow peace with all men. Fair play.
I know there's an existing tradition where we'll go take wraps of Akmu,
Right.
especially after the 7 o'clock
What did-
hour.
what
We
did it
didn't
take
do that
today?
today for reasons we cannot disclose.
Maybe that's what I'm reacting to. The fact that we
But I'm surprised that this energy you're
this
still
energy is,
maintaining.
is pumping. It's- Lord. Oh, something else is bothering me, Omo. Something
is?
else is bothering me.
What's that?
It's about housing, and it's about rent. I don't know.
UD, when is your house rent expiring?
But yeah.
Someone told me
This
it's
December, oh.
best to December.
Oh my God, that's a good.
Someone told me
This
it's best
December,
to December.
Oh my God, that's a good time.
It should have been January or maybe.
Honestly, this
Someone
December-
told me the best time to go, rent an apartment
Yeah.
is, January, so that you know that it's going to be a whole year,
not as bad.
you can always take your
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Not, December. Before you see it now, I mean, this is the 5th month and it's already coming to an
My
end.
dear, it's almost.
How prepared are you?
I am. Well, it is well.
I don't know if it's just me, but I think that in this part of the country,
Yeah.
once you just make payment, like, you move into an apartment now and you pay, the time runs very fast.
Oh, even the months.
Very, like,
The
before
months
you
that
know
should
it,
take time will
it's
just
1
begin
year.
to be. Oh.
And there's no one thing about these Abuja landlords. 2 months to the expiration
They
of
start
your rent,
Uh,
they start reminding you.
yeah, so
I don't know, like, dear listener, how are you guys coping?
honestly, how are you guys coping? Because if you ask me, I think there should be a rent revolution.
A revolution?
Yes, there should be a revolution, a revising. Yes, should revise rent.
Well, it's really unfortunate that we really don't have a public, a well-structured public housing scheme,
Right.
that would actually tend to the needs of, an average Nigerian on the street. But because we have mostly private, house owners dominating the housing sector already, and it's their property and it's also their rules. So you
Exactly.
just have to play along or you go home.
Well, play along or you go home.
Home, talking about home.
Yes.
What home are we talking about? You play hard or you go under the bridges
Exactly.
in the city.
That is the home that we are talking about as it stands right now. But yeah, it does also seem that there is a proposal made for monthly rent payment system in Lagos.
Right.
And it is a complex issue, though, with various implications for both tenants and landlords. Now, while it may provide maybe relief to tenants, though, by making rents more affordable, it could also benefit landlords by promoting transparency and accountability in rental transactions. Now, that being said, let's come back to the idea of annual payments and monthly payments. That's the question that we are asking right now. Which one would you have preferred the most as a tenant? And as a landlord, which would you have preferred the most? Is it the annual payment or is it the monthly payments? Keep in mind that for the monthly payment, money go to enter your hand. So if you want to buy food and you have that, you understand, you already know that you can. Food is secure every
Yeah.
month. You can say from this month's money they'll pay, I'll remove this amount and I'll buy food stuff, stuff like that. But yeah, for you, the tenant, you also know that you don't have to wait 365 or 366 days before you start, paying your rent. The idea of high BP, will not also be an issue. In fact, having helpers that will also help you too.
Yeah.
Will be easier.
Yeah.
Oh, boss, I better go. This month's rent.
I'm never sure.
Never sure. I don't
I don't know whether if you're raising me 1 or 2.
10K. We can just complete that. Stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, well, we don't know what you think though. But what do you think? Annual rent or monthly rent? Which one would have worked for you? Especially if we're going to go by rent revolution. as Lagos State is looking into it, are you considering that other states should look into it too? Abuja should look into it too. Let's pay rent monthly. How much is your salary? How much is your minimum wage? Yeah? Is that a whole responsibility you have? What about your children's school fees? Are you thinking the way I'm
Transportation
thinking?
costs.
Transportation costs. for
Your
you?
health needs,
Oh, come
you
on.
know, subscription,
Extended
data.
family,
Uh-huh.
your wife's family, relatives and co, friends.
Random people you meet on the
Yeah,
streets
on
on
the
a daily
streets.
basis.
You want to do sit out sometimes? Have you even thought about these things?
People
No, I'm
still
just
do
saying.
sit outs now.
Well, that's some questions you asked.
Do people still sit out
Do
now?
people still sit out in this era? In this? Okay.
Well, we kind of rule out, you know, the possibility of people sitting out even in this economy.
Even if you're sitting out and holding hands,
No, people are actually sitting out.
like really sitting out.
They are really sitting, and the
And
tables
spending
are
money.
also, yes, the tables are also sitting out.
Because
It's
what-
not just them sitting out, the tables are also sitting out.
Where's the
The
location?
bank accounts also sitting
Where
out.
is the location, Omo?
Well, you can visit the highbrow areas in Abuja, see things for yourself.
Oh Lord. But yeah, it's what we are looking at. It's still the same thing.
Right.
I mean, yes, indeed, Omo, you're right. There are some people that are sitting out. You know, where
Yudi,
other
people are buying mansions.
You're right.
People are buying cars,
You're right.
lands, you know, properties on a daily basis, not just in the nation's capital, but across the country. And you begin to wonder, is it that you're not working hard enough or what is
Kai,
going on?
if you're one of such people, remember us. No, honestly, I'm saying now, no jokes. Buy house for us. We'll be happy. You know? But yeah, talking about this rent issue, I mean, it
Yeah.
has really been an issue. I mean, some tenants will say that there are some landlords will say that there are tenants who just don't want to pay their rent. They always wait for the end of the month, then they keep this pity this boy kind of face.
If I
You
like
understand?
pity this boy,
you understand?
every day now billing.
Good. They understand.
Ah.
They keep that face and they say, "Hello, landlord, money not deal. This year, it be as it gets. It get as it be." You know, stuff like that. And they will owe you for 1 year, 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 2 years, 3 years. And then when you try to have them to leave,
Support,
they
yeah.
become principalities and powers, rulers of darkness in high places. They don't want to leave no more, right? And it becomes one court case to the other. You all visiting the court and all of that. It's crazy. But yeah, on the part of the tenants too. Landlord, fix this. They say money no day. Have you paid your rent? Landlord, this one is happening.
So when people have you fix it and tell you, oh, it will be deducted from
Deducted.
your, you know, subsequent rent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which one is even flexible, more flexible? If you were a landlord or a tenant, what side of the divide would you prefer when it comes to paying your rent? Monthly or annually?
You know, I want to believe that you paying your rent on a monthly basis would be more flexible. However, there are pros and cons to everything, whether you like it or not.
You're right,
Because
though, you're right.
looking at the economic, you know, realities on ground, I mean, most people, the working class, we've been made to understand economics, you know, in its purest form. You don't need an economics teacher. Maybe you weren't serious, you know, while you were in secondary school. You didn't take economics, you know, class seriously. But now you know better. You don't need anyone to come to the math for you. Now, before the end of the month, when you get paid your salary, you need no prophet to tell you to draw a budget where you budget certain amounts, you know, for transportation, for feeding, you know, your health needs, you know, because I mean, one could actually break down any point. I mean, at any point in time, your toiletries, your skincare products. You know, why are you saying like that?
No. When you say
Alright.
skincare and you touch the skin, I'm like, no, so that's what's been going on. Wow.
Skincare products, your hairdo. I mean, you want to have a clean cut like every two weeks or what have you.
Yeah.
Data subscription.
Oh, that part.
Airtime, cable subscription as well.
Oh.
TV cable subscription
Still
also.
watching cable these days.
Water bill,
Yeah.
light bills. I mean, you have to buy unit now unless you want to
Sure,
stay in darkness.
Sure.
Security bills,
Oh, that part.
sanitation bills.
Good Lord.
So the bills are, you know, from one to the other. I mean, the list is actually endless. And sometimes we'll say that, oh, outside the shores of Nigeria or outside the African continent, people actually pay bills. It's for one bills. We are equally paying bills here in Nigeria.
Bills, honestly, we are. You just don't know it, but you are.
We are paying bills like from one to the other.
And let's not even forget the taxing.
Uh-huh.
That's another level.
You can imagine that. So when you sum up everything, UD, the monthly salary might not even be enough for you to meet up all of these expenses.
Right.
Then you now add the monthly rent to it. I also understand that on a monthly basis, miracles can actually happen. Someone could just gift you a token, of any amount of money, whatever, which could actually pass for your monthly rent, if at all. But it's not every month it would happen.
It won't come every month.
These things don't happen all the time. So what are you going to do in such a situation?
Especially for someone who has just one job.
Okay. So some people will say, no, please, I'll stick to the annual, rent payment. Just pay it once and for all. Then you re-strategize on how to foot the other bills, on a monthly basis, and then have some savings.
Okay, Omo, let me ask you, because I already know I'm going for the annual.
Oh, really?
Yes, for you. Are you going for annual? Are you going to join me, or you just want to stay at the monthly rent payment?
I fear I might just have to sit on the fence. Because I've just given you a breakdown
sitting on the fence.
I just give you a breakdown of the monthly.
You should take a side. Don't sit on the fence. There's no fence.
It's quite complicated right here.
That's why I made a choice and I took annual because it's complicated.
Paying annually, the lump sum of hundreds of thousands of naira.
Sometimes 6,000, 1 point something.
You actually say you have all the time in the world to save up that money.
Yeah.
And what have you? You might even discipline yourself to save on a monthly basis up until 12 months, right, where you get to pay the lump sum to the landlord or what have you. But anything can happen at any point in time. You could have emergencies, and you can let me just dip my hands into this saving. Some people will tell you that they could actually open a separate account for their house rent, so they just deposit the certain amount every month and into that account. But come on, we do know that now the rate at which emergencies are happening in our lives, it is unprecedented, if you ask me. You see why I would want to sit on the fence on this? Okay. I think I'll stick to the monthly.
You still stick to the monthly?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's far better.
You know what? We'll head out, pay some bills. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Meet the Infinix Note 50 series, defined by pioneers who push boundaries. Its ultra-resilient armor alloy metal frame design gives you that slick, top-notch style. Unlock efficiency with intelligence of the one-tap Infinix AI and circle to search anything on your phone with Google. Need power in a flash? 90 watts fast charge rockets you from 0 to 100% in 38 minutes. Exclusive deals at authorized stores. Get your Note 50 now. The Infinix Note 50 series. Pro design, pro AI.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Please listen to this announcement. Forex Borehole. We are competent. We are committed. We simplify borehole for your borehole survey, for your borehole drilling, or any of your borehole challenges. Call us on 0803 596 5170. 0803 596 5170. You can visit at Goshen Plaza, opposite Jabi Model Park, Abuja.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
So we're back. This is the General Open Banter, and as it seems right there, it does seem as though Lagos State is gearing towards bringing about monthly payments for rent, right? So the Lagos State government has proposed a monthly rent payment system to ease the financial burden on residents. and also to address the housing affordability crisis. So the initiative is aimed at making rent payments more manageable for tenants, to promote transparency and regulate the rental market. So the government is planning to launch a digital platform to facilitate monthly rent payments, charge a 5% transaction fee, and invest 300 million naira to develop and promote the platform. So the goal is to increase affordability. Now you listen now, promote transparency and protect tenants from exploitative practices.
And I would like to add also that this, in the long run, will bring about a very fair, how will I put it now, fair environment. It's going to give the average Nigerian, more leverage and opportunity and even access to decent, accommodation.
Okay.
Because now people are left with no choice but to settle for anything. Let me just have something, over my head, in form of a roof, and I'm good to go. But at the end of the day, you get exposed to all sorts, not just the criminal elements now, but diseases, sicknesses, and what have you.
Right.
I think this would actually work perfectly in Lagos because it's very hard for you to see people roaming the street without having one or two things, to do
In
or
Lagos.
to lean on in Lagos. Lagos, like they say, is the capital, the business, or economic hub of Nigeria and Africa at large, I think. So it's kind of it's very hard for someone in Lagos not to be able to meet up with the rent, demands on a monthly basis because the hustling spirit in Lagos is out of this world. So I think.
Well, the hustling spirit can be one. The opportunities.
People create opportunities for them.
Limitless.
People create
That's what
opportunities
I'm
for
saying.
themselves.
And there is an environment that supports it. That's
Yes,
what it is.
yes.
You can't come to Abuja now and say you're running that kind of. Are you serious? Wow. Anyways, though, but do you think that this could be replicated in Abuja, in every other state of the federation, between monthly rent and annual rent? Which do you prefer?
Right.
0907 353 0044. That's the number to call. The other number.
All right. The other number is 09087668888. Send a voice note or a message to the WhatsApp control number on 090970544 and 50. So call in and let's hear from you. Which do you prefer? And please be very honest. This conversation is actually open to the landlords as well, the landladies as well. Tell us if this is something you think will get, the warmest reception if replicated in Abuja. Because I think Abuja landlords, they are the ones in charge, honestly.
You're right, though. But yeah, on my face, they're proposing for the monthly rent. And I'm like, you know what? That's not even feasible. I'm thinking that, look, let's get back. Let's stick it to the annual rent in Bok. Let's save up. Then at the end of the year, we'll just pay the rent once and for all. Do you understand?
Well, let me also ask. I mean, well, it's your opinion, anywho.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask you also, when is the best time to start saving? I mean, in a year.
The best time?
Yes.
They say better late than never. But then the earlier the better.
The
right?
earlier the better.
The very as the year begins, as your rent year begins. There are two different years. Don't ever mistake. Don't ever mistake your Happy New Year with your rent year. You understand? I think we should even have a happy rent year, happy rent day. Because if not,
Happy New Rent Year.
Happy New Rent. Oh, that's it. Okay, that's fine. I think a bell should go. Happy New Rent Year.
And you can only wish that to your landlord.
Only
or,
to your
no, your
landlord.
landlord is to wish you that.
Okay, wish you, yeah.
Uh-huh.
The moment he says that to you, you
Just
already know
know.
that rent is due. And there's a new rent that you're supposed to pay.
Uh-huh.
Right? So, yeah, the very moment you pay your rent, if you're going to take my advice for it, which I'm not really advising you to,
Do what works for you, please.
do what works for you. But for me, the first month's rent, it's on me. After the tithes and everything, it's on me. I will spoil me like for a hard-earned year. I have tried. Do you understand? So I will spoil me.
No,
Me.
I honestly would encourage you to spoil
me.
yourself as much as you can. Do not wait till you have millions and billions
It is
and
on
trillions
me.
of naira
Hello?
in your account before you spoil yourself. Give yourself a treat always. Hello,
Right.
good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, please. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Warake Iyado Urake. Calling you from Suleja.
Warake Iyado Urake.
Please, are you from Cross River State?
No, I am from Edo State.
Edo. I said it in my heart, though.
You
in
didn't.
my heart.
You
I said
didn't.
Edo.
I knew that you were just saying that this person is from Edo State.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying it in my heart. In my heart.
I am from Edo State.
Oh, awesome.
Wow. Good
Awesome.
to have you.
Welcome, my brother. So, my brother, which one will you go like? Is it monthly salary or
Monthly rent?
Monthly rent. Oh God, why is salary coming to my? Okay, monthly rent.
It is not going to be possible for monthly rent because
you.
I am a landlord.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
It's not going to be possible.
Why?
Because, the apartments I have here in Suleja house rent is very low.
Oh.
So it go for 110,000 naira room and parlor set curtain. Then if I say, okay, they should pay monthly rent, which means it's less than 10,000 naira per month.
Okay.
The room and parlors I have too, which I have up to 21s. There, each is 45,000 naira. Which means if I divide it by 12, that is, it will give me about 3,000 something. Automatically, the landlord is cheating, but it's in the favor of the tenant.
Okay.
Automatically, if they go by a 1 month, which means I have to jack the rent higher
Okay.
to enable me to have my own profit too, because I will make sure I will have my own profit. Maybe from 3,000 or maybe from 10,000 naira to 20,000 naira.
Okay.
That is how it be. It's not going to favor landlord. If you go by the normal rent, maybe one tier to each every 1 month. No, it's not going to favor the landlord.
Okay.
All right, but
Yeah.
my brother, we are also believing that landlord should have a job doing now, so that it doesn't seem like landlord is living off the rent.
Yes. Landlords have a thing to do. Yes, but sometimes it doesn't come the way you think.
Okay,
Yes, that is why a landlord has to do for alternative. If this one will come up, the other one will come up, because children will come and say, Father, I have a hideout, I have a school fees, I have to need to book. Mother will come. No, mother, if you heard that mother is not singing in the kitchen, there is a problem.
What do you mean by that? You just shot a straight bullet.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Was that necessary? I mean,
If madam is not singing in the kitchen, know that there's problem. Oh, just know that it is done. You're done for. It's over. It's zilch. As in,
well, I think he has a
monthly
point.
salary. Oh no. Oh gosh.
Monthly rent. What is going on?
Monthly rent. 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 Okay, let's take this call. I don't know what's going on.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yes, GB.
My name is GB.
Yes,
All
Jimmy.
right.
Where are you calling from?
How are you, Duak?
Very well,
Very
thank
well,
you,
thank
GB.
Yes.
GB, they say madam is not
monthly,
singing. They say madam is
as I
not
did the
singing.
last caller,
There's a problem.
the monthly rent will not be in favor of the landlord.
Right, go ahead.
It's more in favor of the landlord than the tenant.
Really?
Even that concept.
How?
He is saying that collecting monthly rent of 3,000 or this and that. Go and open a free deposit account. As you collect the rent, drop it there.
Okay.
Number one, it will be giving you interest per month. By the end of the 1 year, you will realize the rent that you collect in 1 year. If you collect it every month and put in a fixed deposit and wait for that 1 year to elapse, you will see that you have accumulated some interest, and money you realize be higher.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, GB.
Are you there?
Okay, GB. Can't hear you
You
now.
might want to call back.
Yes.
But not everyone has that financial discipline.
Patience.
But I think like I said before, the Iadon, he's got a point as a landlord, because he just spoke from his own point of view as a landlord, as an apartment owner of an apartment. You taking maybe 3,000 naira on a monthly basis, you might not really get value for that money in the long run,
So
because
he says you might jack it up.
yeah.
And that way, you're cheating yourself.
And use it for something meaningful at the end of the month.
So imagine you're now paying 10,000 naira monthly. To your mind, oh, I'm doing well. Oh, it's very cool. It looks like chicken change, but the landlord is indeed smiling. 10,000 naira every month. That's what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
If I must collect such, the price
You have to jack up the price.
Then you as the tenant, when you calculate all the 10,000 naira that you have been, or 20,000 naira you're removing, in a year, you discover that, man, we should have just done it annually. Rather than, anyways.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome
This
back.
is Jimmy calling back.
Welcome
Right.
back. Thank you, Jimmy.
Yes. So I was saying, if you keep on depositing the money monthly, at the end of 1 year, they will have, you see that you will have in the account. You even wonder what the tenant will do for 1 year. Because you have gotten interest every month as the money accumulated.
Okay.
No one needs to be disciplined. So on that area, that one cannot stand. But let me tell you, in a monthly rent, people don't know that once you don't pay your rent after 3 days, you'll leave this house. And that's good for landlord. Let me tell you what happens at a yearly rent. The minimum default for notice to your tenant is 6 months. You don't give the tenant 6 months, you can't reject him by law. Forget about those things you do in those area where you go and remove the roof, where you go and remove the door of a tenant to reject him. You can't try that. It's a literate, educated tenant. You go to court, you pay daily for it. The law requires to give him 6 months notice of eviction. And what tenant will do to get a lawyer that will engage in the court, and that court can last for the next 3 years. You pay no rent. When they just come, the tenant has packed his load over the night and ran away with your 3 years tenement rate and tenant rent. You are the loser. So now I prefer a monthly rent. Because by law, we only give him 3 days notice. After 3 days, nothing pay and the month has expired, you just get a bill from the court. There's no hearsay there. You just reject it out. And that's what practice is where they practice this thing. People pay ahead. You don't understand me. You have to pay for the rent when you're not at home. If not, you come and meet your mate outside by law.
Okay.
They can't practice that in a general because the law says you must give him minimum at 6 months notice before you can engage. It doesn't pay your rent. So to me, I prefer the monthly rent as a landlord.
Okay.
Because it's in my favor.
All right.
This month, this is a yearly rent. It's in favor of the tenant. Then now you hold your money. When it's not about to expire, you not come and pay you a month to the expiry. The one that is coming, you are not even paid. And because I don't worry now, I beg you. I have this again. And my work nothing. The monthly rent, there is no excuse for me. Once you don't pay, and 3 days after your monthly rent, the court don't come and take your look outside.
Okay.
All right.
So me, I prefer it.
You
All
prefer
right.
it
Thank
monthly.
you.
Okay. It's all good. But just to put some clarification out there, let's have some clarification when it comes to matters like this, right? How to legally evict a tenant in Nigeria. It's good to understand the legal framework for eviction in Nigeria, the tenancy law in Nigeria and all of that. I mean, for weekly tenancy, right? 7 days notice, that's what it is. Monthly tenancy is 1 month's notice, and yearly tenancy, 6 months. GB, you got it for the yearly, but...
And the notice must be properly drafted and
must
delivered
be
to the tenant.
Properly.
It is even advisable to have evidence of service, such as a witness or proof of postage, if the notice is mailed.
Awesome, but let's just go hear from this one now. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, what I can hear though.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
welcome
back. Talk to us.
You see, the last caller, if you look what is obtaining in town than compared to Suleja where we are. One, I hold a tenant because I have various houses. There are tenants who lost their jobs. You ask such a tenant to go, and even when the rent was even 24,000 naira. You can't ask somebody like me. I don't do that.
Okay.
Most of them, they sustain job and they run away to seek for other places. So now, in the area of taking the person to the court, the judge are not stupid. When you narrate, you go along with your receipt sometimes they will just tell you, say, okay, are you sure that you are owed this social amount? If he said yes, he will just give you 1 month notice and go. And you won't have to go. Even of recent last year, somebody who stayed in my house for good 4 years, he didn't pay 1 naira. Even that is a room apartment.
Wait, you said what?
Mm-hmm. 4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
He didn't pay for anything.
He said that he has a problem in his working place. Unknown to me that he's telling me lies. He made away with almost $500,000.
Wow.
Yes. So I had to call court to come and break his house and take away his belongings to the court.
Mm-hmm.
So what would I do? Because I listen to people. If I listen to you, then I wonder how painful you are going through because I'm a married man.
Okay.
So killing is too good, too good, too
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for the contribution.
He'll sing to it. I mean, you had to give us a song.
Honestly, I think he is a kind-hearted person.
Yeah, very,
honestly,
has
I mean,
got
how
less
could
than
you
years.
stay for 4 years?
For 4 years.
And then you just leave without paying any time? You see, some tenants know this kind of generosity for granted.
Right.
So when you see some landlords acting as though they are pharaohs in Nigeria, not in Egypt, you won't blame them. Let's take
Hello,
Hello, good morning.
good morning.
Danoja is my name.
Right.
It's not putting the word at all. Out of law. No. See tenant, somebody is a yearly tenant. And you give him the 3 months notice. 3 months notice. That man who code that law should go to tenant law and see 3 months notice. That man who code that law should go to tenant law and see 3 months notice. But if the man is holding you, the man holds you, and they refuse to go, and they refuse to pay you, you find out in the court. After the process of court, they may give you 30 days to pack out. And then after that 30 days, if you did not pack out, you have to apply for enforcement. And then you go to, not that court again, you go to Ministry of Judicial Appeal Court. Appeal Court will enforce the judgment. After I write to the judge, they forward it to Appeal Court. It may take 1 month again before they will come and package that person out. Only area court, sometimes they use the power where they don't have. So if you are analyzing law in public, you should tell them the implication of it. Landlord and tenant case, you should read it well before you quote it. If the man is holding you different, and then if you went to use your place, or the man is behaving the way you don't want him to stay in your house again, it's different. So there's no 6 months in that tenant law, and then if there's a 6 months in that place, you should put the section for me. I better read it because I have a tenant and landlord law.
Okay.
I'm a landlord.
Okay.
I have many houses, and then I've been going to court. You are everywhere for house business.
House matter.
Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Elder Onajer. Well, Elder Onajer, let's just let you in on the fact that these day duration, right? They vary. They do vary from state to state in Nigeria, in the country. Let's just go take this one.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good
morning
morning.
to you.
What's your name and where you're calling
Good
from?
morning, how are you?
Very well. What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's just Jibril from Area 1 Abuja.
Sorry?
Jibril from Area 1 Abuja.
Reason?
Jibril from Area 1 Abuja.
Jibril from Area 1, all right.
Oh,
Please go
Jibril.
ahead.
Welcome aboard. Talk to us, Jibril.
How was your weekend?
Very well, thank you.
Very well, it was. Talk to us.
okay.
So, Jibril, 1 month
just-
or 1 year, how do you like to pay your
House rent.
No, I'm just with you, Nana. I'm just called to send greetings.
Oh, to
Oh,
send
okay,
greetings.
okay.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guy. Right, Jabril right
Thank
there
you.
says he's sending greetings.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Telling me.
Yeah.
Is that GB?
Yes, should be.
Yes, that.
Okay.
I say
Okay. GB,
GB, please revert to the other studio line. We can't hear you.
yes.
I'm letting
The
myself
network,
on your.
the
Okay.
network is actually breaking,
network
so we
is
can't
breaking.
really make sense of what you're
Sorry.
saying. All right.
Can't hear you
Just
now.
call the other studio number.
Right.
All right.
Oh, okay, so are we calling it a close already? We're still
Not yet.
asking a
We see
question
some
now.
contributions on
Yes,
the WhatsApp.
on WhatsApp.
portal.
Let's go take
Right.
those messages now. Okay, starting with this one.
Okay, Uche from Akamata says, good morning, UD and
morning to you,
Ife.
Uche.
To me, I will prefer the monthly rent payment because it would be easier for me to handle and spare the landlord of possibly going to court and all the rest. Even the landlords, too, are facing the same financial challenge a
Right.
tenant is having. All right, Uche, thank you so much for that
Appreciate Uche.
message.
Appreciate
And
that
we see this one.
Yeah.
This should be Ogenemano Austin from Adona, Sarawak State,
yes,
right?
exactly.
Okay, he says government should enact a legislation to check or to checkmate the activities of some of these
Some of these were.
Shylock landlords.
Oh, yeah, Shylock
All right, some
landlord.
of these landlords are heartless. They increase rent, arbitrarily. Though I am a landlord myself, we should be considerate with tenants, considering the economic situation of the country. Ogenemano Austin from Angwa Adamu Karulo government area of Nassau. Thank you so much. I think that actually makes sense for landlords to be kind of considerate, and the tenants too should be equally considerate.
That's
I mean,
right.
when one is all generous and kind,
You don't take.
so
you don't
take it
a
for
person
granted.
I mean,
It makes no sense.
honestly. All right, we'll just take this one now. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Okay, this is still
morning,
bad.
GB.
It's still not going well.
GB, would you want to send a voice note or a message?
Please send a voice note.
I think
or
that
message.
works. Yeah.
Because right now, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, that's the situation that we find ourselves right now.
The network reception has
It's
been
really,
very
really
poor,
I tell
despite
you, very poor.
the tariff.
Despite the tariff,
rate.
yes, being raised. I mean, that's this is Nigeria, right?
Oh, please, it's
Okay.
annoying.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Barrister. Good morning.
Oh, good morning to
morning.
you, Ochanya, Madam Ochanya.
I'm calling for Bedford.
Good to have you.
Talk to us, Madam Ochanya. Which one do you like? Monthly rent or annual rent?
I can't pay monthly.
You can't pay monthly, right?
Okay.
I can't pay. I prefer 1 year.
Good. We are reasoning together now.
I
This is
prefer
good.
1 year. And for that month, the music women normally play in the kitchen.
In
Or
fact,
God give me bottom belly, even my heart. Please play flavor, or mom with flavor. Please, that is about
Okay,
radio.
okay,
Play that
okay.
music for that one.
okay.
But is it not true? Is it not true? Is it not true? All right, Ochanya,
Thank you so much.
Woo!
Thank you
She
so
said,
much.
"Oh, God, me bottom belly." Oh my goodness. So he was saying, "Oh my goodness." So is this to me? Okay, I'll just leave it there.
All right, so there is someone that's been calling this other studio line. Please do us a call back. Let's see if we can actually connect with you. All right, we have less than a minute to
Less than
spare.
a minute to spare. So
Honestly,
let's
so
see.
try your luck.
Get to hear from you.
Try
Which
your
would you
luck.
prefer?
Let us
Lagos
see.
State is saying they want to see how y'all can start paying monthly rent.
But if we have to,
Monthly.
if we would have to normalize the monthly rent as opposed to the annual rent, then what would be the fate of these house agents that have been,
They've gone out of job.
exploiting and
that's another thing. Almost.
They exploit and extort.
That bridge is closed. That bridge is closed. So you're saying that we should just achieve the one monthly rent thing, right? You're cool with that.
Let's check the Facebook page.
I'm not cool with that. Okay, we'll go to the Facebook page right now and scribbling through the Facebook page, scrolling. Let's see. Okay.
Right.
Quite a number of messages now. Let's go see this one.
Okay. Also, Francis says annual rent is
Sorry.
Can we take this call? Hello. Good morning. Gradually.
This is the calling.
This is better.
Welcome. Yeah.
Is it better now?
Yes. it is.
This.
So what I was saying is, in 6 months, it's a depot. I don't have agreement because requires for 6 months. No agreement with your tenant, 1 month in a paper like this. And they are saying that we are to court. They say the court isn't here. We are saying like 2 months before court is here. And it's not that they will give the judgment. Before no, the lawyer will come and give you some technical something that is the tenant has spent 6 months a year in your house without paying. And the day you pack out money, the law will not allow you to go and pack it smoke outside. So you can see what the weather is not in parity. But the money is 3 days that you don't pay 3 days because they even need to come back to your house.
Okay.
So here I would like that one in Abuja.
Okay.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hey, Jimmy.
Because you're going to benefit from it, right? As a landlord. No problem.
Jimmy is
Everyone
out.
is looking out for themselves.
That's what it
So-
is. What were you expecting? Right? But yeah, he had made it clear, depending on the agreements that y'all have, right, the signed agreement that y'all have already, that's what the court might just because, I mean, 2 grown people.
You know, most landlords, they really don't give any written agreement drafted by, you know, the court of
Lawyer,
law.
the court of
They just have you pay money and someone you
Yes.
the tenancy agreement.
You don't see that.
I don't think I saw I think that since
just
I've been
pay
in
rent.
Abuja.
Oh, yeah, I mean, so
Yeah,
and
just transfer the money. They love transfer anyway. Wire transfer. So they don't issue any receipts. So
Right.
the receipt of payment you made online is
Yeah,
what
that's
will
what
now
you
serve
hold.
as proof. Yeah. So there's no such thing as you have to sign an agreement. You know, he do or her would also have to append his signature on that written agreement so that you understand clearly what you're getting yourself into.
True.
I know some of these landlords, they will tell you, this is my property, this is my apartment. If you're coming from a place where the landlord is all in with you, maybe there is like curfew, once it's 7 p.m. you need to be outside. Once it's 7 p.m. you have to be, such things should be spelled out, honestly. So you know what you're getting yourself into. You don't get into an apartment and then you start seeing all sorts of attitude, all shades, all kinds. Come on.
But in all of this conversation, though, the part that really cracked me open would be the part where Wake and Yadon, put out there. And of course, having Ochanya step in again and say, you know what, this one gave me Botombele. Well, why not? If not, we will honor your wish and play that song for you.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a lovely, lovely Monday. I mean, yes, the General Open Banter has come to a close.
Oh, okay. Did you do that on purpose?
Well, I did that not
Or you forgot for a minute?
for a minute.
Okay.
Because I was
All
going
right.
to say the midday. Well, yeah, the General Open Banter is just gone. And, of course, we will just throw you to some good tune. I mean, so you can usher in the Sunny Side Show, which will be coming up at exactly
12 noon. Past 12? Or
Yeah.
12 noon?
That's 12.
Oh,
12
okay.
noon is today in 60,
In 60 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I mean, know your art, know your act, learn the trade, climb the ropes. Don't jump the